I had an issue come up fairly recently with Pokemon Pocket, and maybe some of you watching have had the same issue. Now, I don't want to come off like I'm bitching about this or about the Pokemon Company. I love Pokemon Company, and I have since I was a kid, just like many of you. But we can come back to my fanboying in a moment. So, about 2 weeks ago, at the time of recording this, hey, sorry, quick update. Now it has been roughly 4 weeks and still no word. Um, yeah, 4 weeks still nothing. Awesome. All right, back to the video. Thanks. I noticed that the time for the refresh day, where the app restarts at midnight, that the time was off by an hour. I'm guessing it had something to do with daylight savings. If you're unaware, in the US, we do a stupid ass thing called daylight savings, where our time fluctuates, and depending on where you're at and the time of year, so say springtime, like we are now, in the US, we have to set our clocks ahead an hour, and we lose an hour of sleep for some fucking reason. If you can't tell, I hate daylight savings. Anyways, I'm assuming this wouldn't affect most of you, but for nocturnal people like me, or could just be me, this is a huge deal. So instead of contacting Pokemon support and bothering them right away, I thought I would try and shoot this myself. Big fucking mistake. And I'm sure the IT people are shaking their heads in agreement. For the record, I linked both my Google and Nintendo accounts to make sure I wouldn't lose any of my shit. And I trusted the app when it said that all my data was saved and secure. Silly me. I uninstalled and reinstalled the app to see if that would work, because in my experience at least, that usually works for me. And when I re-downloaded the app, all my shit was gone. I've had that app since day one. All that work gone, disappeared. When I logged back in and I saw that I was back to level 2, my heart sank. I was level 34. Now, that may not sound like a high level, but it felt like it to me. I had all the special event things, the promos, all of that a free user could get. I had almost 3,000 cards. When you put that much time and effort into something for it to just disappear, you can't help but get emotional. And yes, I get it. I know it's just a video game, but still, I worked my ass off for what I had. I have to give credit to Pokemon support because they have just been so nice and considerate about all this, but it's taking a while. I'm not expecting a next day fix or even a few days for my issue to be resolved. I get that there's a huge demand for tech support and all that. I honestly get it. But it's almost been a week since I've last heard from them, and I had to contact them for a second time after I first issued my ticket. They said that they didn't have an update and they would get back to me as soon as they had any information. But that was like a week ago, and I still haven't heard anything, at least at the time of the recording this. I guess while I'm at it, I might as well complain about some of the issues about the app, or at least things that I find that are issues, in my humble opinion. First, the trading. That basically pay to win bullshit was ridiculous. I know that they're a company and they need to make money. Still, that was I don't know what the hell they are thinking. Anyways, I'm not sure if they've uh, fixed it yet. I haven't been able to log in for 2 weeks, and I haven't really felt like looking into or reading or watching YouTube videos about the app so far. So I'm kind of out of the loop right now. Uh, Next issue I have, I guess, are Misty and coin flipping. I play the game for the collecting aspect and not so much for the battling aspect. But what I did battle little when I would use Misty, it seemed like every time I freaking use that card, I would always get tails. Well, not maybe not always, but the majority of the time, I would just get tails. But my opponent, on the other hand, when they would use it, they were flipping freaking heads, 10 heads in a row. Okay, that's a bit dramatic, but still, it would be three, four, five, even six times in a row, it felt like. But on the positive, they have recently fixed, or at least I think uh, it worked for me, anyways. The crowded lobbies for pack days. Last time I was able to log in on a pack day, I didn't have any trouble logging into the game or opening packs. This is at least what I can remember. Um, while I'm at it, there are some quality of life stuff that I would like them to add, or at least if they would consider. Uh, I don't know. Think about adding it. I guess. Okay, so first one, I guess maybe not so much a quality of life, but I would I would like them to add like a super thanks for the wonder picks. So say if you doing a wonder pick and you get that one card that you've been missing or that one card that you've really needed for your deck and you finally get it. At least for me, I would like to give a super thanks to that person. Speaking of wonder picks, also I would like them to consider like adding a mulligan feature for the wonder picks. Say if you're picking card and it's not the one you wanted, but you could spend an extra token or two and pick again, and hopefully that time you can get it. I think that would be awesome. But anyways, I have no idea how they would implement the super thanks, but the mulligan thing, maybe they could add a chat aspect or like a social, not a network thing, but kind of like a social function for their friend feature thing. Because as it stands right now, it's kind of wasted potential, in my opinion. As I said before, I love the Pokemon Company. Video games, TCG, hell, plushies, figures, books, clothing, all of it. So yeah, I am a fanboy. I've been a Pokemon fan since as long as I can remember, starting with like red and blue. I have lost count how many times I replayed Ruby. I even bought a Game Boy 3DS XL import, basically just for Omega Ruby. So yeah, I am definitely a fanboy. I could go on and on about the Pokemon Company and how much I love them and everything, but you guys probably don't want to hear all that. So I'll move on. Uh, Fair warning. Yes, trigger warning ahead. Okay. My family and I, unfortunately, lost virtually all our stuff, including our Pokemon stuff, in a house fire last year. we also lost our pets. Only our cat Schrodinger made it out. It's been really hard, and this, I don't know how, but it kind of triggered something. Maybe it was something to do with losing all my stuff again, and maybe it's probably silly of me to have this type of reaction losing data. I I don't know, it's kind of weird what can set you off. Even the tiniest things can trigger or elicit a emotional response. Although it could just be me. Apologies for being vulnerable for a minute. Oh, I actually got that in one take this time. Whew. I just wanted to make this video and see if there are others with the same issue I'm having, or I guess like to bring this to light or to get the attention of Pokemon Company or something. I don't know. If you're having the same experience or you had a different experience, or say you want to share some quality of life ideas, or if you just want to chat about something, let us know in the comments down below. And hopefully, my next video won't be me bitching about something or me having an emotional breakdown. Anyways, yeah, I thanks for watching, and I hope to see everyone in the next one.